to today's a good one. Can't wait. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? I apologize, Clubhouse folks. I guess I hit 2 buttons over on the sound mixer over there. So you guys were hearing 2 things at the same time, the Wham music and the highlights and all that good stuff. So apologize for that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, today is Wednesday. That's right, CMA Day, Carter Myers Automotive Group. We get to spend time with them today, so I'm super excited about that. If you are ever interested in being in the auto industry, please let me know. I got an awesome hookup over there in the state of Virginia with CMA. They're incredible, incredible superhumans. So, all right, today is CMA Day, and the Rise and Grind. Oh, wait, I got to say that, right? Today. Today is Wednesday, CMA Day. It's also May 19th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be. Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. I got so excited and so ahead of myself this morning. So deep breath. Center, get present, slow the mind down, stay where you're at. Don't worry about the mistake. Don't worry about what's coming. Deliver. You ready? Listen, the Rise and Grind quote of the day today is powerful. And I mean absolutely powerful. So I woke up this morning, went downstairs, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, open it up, and at the top on every single page, there is a quote that is submitted by an actual Rise and Grind member. So today's quote was submitted by Pam Woosley, and it just might be one of my all-time favorite quotes. Seriously. And I'm a quote dude. I love quotes. I collect quotes, all of that stuff, right? And it just might be one of my all-time favorite quotes. And the quote says this: fear has a voice, but it doesn't get a vote. Fear can have a voice, but it doesn't get a vote. Sit on that for just a second. Man, as soon as I read that, the images that started to roll through my brain, unbelievable. Like images of women protesting and seeking the right to vote, right? Images of people of color protesting, oppressed, and desperate to have their voice be heard. It made me flash back and think about It made me flash back and think about like when I finally got the right to vote after getting a felony when I was super, super young, right? Like the significance of having your voice hold weight is tremendous. It is tremendous. And see, we as human beings have the power to vote. Your fears, however, they do not. They can scream at the top of their lungs if they want. They can shout in frustration and anger all that they want. They can protest at every corner, every moment of every day. But your fears will not be liberated unless you choose to let them. Your fears will not be liberated unless you choose to let them. So this morning, right out the gate, I'm going to challenge you to vote no on Proposition FEAR. Right? Vote no on Proposition FEAR. And I want you to vote yes on Proposition Step Into Your Greatness. Fair enough? And now, let's dance. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Boom, we're going to do some dancing. I'm going to go ahead and get the right date on the chalkboard. Haven't done that yet. And so for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is a part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. So whether you're watching live, you're watching on replay, maybe you're on Facebook, maybe you're over on Instagram, maybe you're checking us out over on Clubhouse, let's connect, all right? Let's go ahead and share this sucker out. Now is the time. On Clubhouse, hit that plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. I would greatly appreciate it, all right? This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live, replay, any of those places, YouTube, listening to the podcast, whatever, let's connect. Fair enough? Fair enough. What's up, John Colton Bourne? Great to see you. I also see Leisha Watts and Angela Heath. How you doing, Tina Bacon? Uh-oh, this might be a new jam. What's up, Coach Boosie? Those of you on Instagram, y'all can't hear the music, but this music is fire. I'm loving it this morning. What's up, Michelle Street? How you doing, Mary Lynn Wilkin? What's up, Brad Smith? We've got Greg Bancroft up in the house and Gail Beecraft. We've got Brad Smith. We've got official Megan DiMartino. That's right. What's up, Megan DiMartino? We've got Tane Halahasteg. We've got Claudette Dockrell. We've got Alloy Artist up in the house over on Clubhouse. Claudette is also over on Facebook. We've got Carol Hamilton. Now is the time to say hey to Glenn. That's right, Julie Lynn Cheney. Hey! That's right. We've also got Anne-Marie Golomsky is in the house this morning. Wendy Reeves is up in here. Over on Clubhouse, Stephen Poon, Alpha 6. My man William is in the house. Justin and Dr. Rowe are up in here this morning. What's up, Mario and Amanda? Bernita is in the house. My man Tom and Jeff and Jan. We've got Alec up in here this morning. Super excited to see Alec. We've got Douglas. We've got Selena. We've got Vincent. We've got Sharon. We've got Van Ness. We've got April 2.0. We got Monica is up in the house. What's up, Matthew, Clarissa, and Travis, and Soul. We've also got Derek up in the house. Golly. Packed house over there on Clubhouse. Julianne Hazel just popped in over there as well. And then, of course, you got Michael Muhammad. We got Janie Lacey. We got Michelle Berker. Good morning, Sari Caldwell. Good morning, Janelle Griego. Good morning, Julie Hazel. I just said good morning to you twice. Good morning, Bettina O'Neill. What's up, Billy Sherm? Billy Sherm's up in the house. What's up, Drew Life Coach? Great to see you. Beauty and Strength 68. Great to see you as well. Hey, my man Billy Sherm is on day 2 of the 67-day challenge. I'm super, super proud of him. Great job, Billy. Great to see you this morning. You're going to love today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. Borders. Anybody remember that place? Borders, books, music, cafe. Pan Am. Anybody remember Pan Am? I think this was the airline in Catch Me If You Can, right? With Leonardo DiCaprio, right? What about Woolworths? Any of you guys remember Woolworths? Raise your hand if you ever shopped at Woolworths. Your family used to shop at Woolworths. Raise your hand. Go ahead. Drop a comment. Let me know if that's a place you know about. What about Toys R Us? Anybody? Toys R Us? Toys R Us? Is that a trigger? Is that a trigger word for anybody? Toys R Us? Golly, I used to see that place when I was a kid. Be like, I want to go up in there. What about you, Vicky Everett? What about Toys R Us for you? How about Joan Goebel? Terry LaPierre? What about you, man? Toys R Us? Toys R Us? Was that a thing for you? All right, Toys R Us? What about Blockbuster or Tower Records? Either one. Blockbuster, Tower Records, you guys remember that? You remember going in, getting the what was it back then? VCR, VHS, right? A VHS tape. What's up, Andy Pratt? Great to see you. Michael Huey, great to see you as well, right? Tower Records, Blockbuster, that used to be a part of my day-to-day life, man. I used to remember absolutely loving going over to Blockbuster, getting some of the movie theater candy, getting some of the movie theater popcorn, renting a couple movies, and just planning like a movie night at the crib, right? And I'd always say, I guarantee you that movie's not going to be late. And then I'd always return it late every single time, right? Carol Hamilton probably knows all about that. So does Charisse, is my guess. All right? So Blockbuster, Tower Records. What about compact computer? Anybody have a compact? Anybody have a compact computer, man? Compact computers used to be everywhere. That's COMPAQ. Those computers used to be everywhere. They were these basic little computers, and they got bought out by Hewlett Packard after a little while, and then Hewlett Packard ended up discontinuing the compact in 2013. What about Oldsmobile? Okay. All right. What about Oldsmobile? Anybody ride around in an Oldsmobile? Anybody's parents have an Oldsmobile? Anybody themselves have an Oldsmobile? Go ahead and drop it in the comments if you had an Oldsmobile or rode in an Oldsmobile sometime in your earlier life, right? What about Oldsmobile? Do you guys remember that? What about Howard Johnson restaurants? The Hojo. Anybody ever eat at the Hojo? Right? Anybody ever eat at the Hojo? We used to eat at the Hojo. I used to, when we were traveling, I'd love seeing that the Howard Johnson restaurants. It was just a special thing, right? All of these things, Borders, Pan Am, Woolworths, Toys R Us, Tower Records, Blockbuster, Compact, Oldsmobile, Hojo, all of these things, all of these businesses were behemoths. You realize that? They were behemoths. I mean, absolute giant staples of everyday life. They were an absolute staple of everyday life. And now, today, every single one of them, gone. Every one of them. Every one that I just listed off is 100% gone. Now, what I want you to think about is don't think about the business side of this, okay? Yes, those are businesses. Those are businesses. I get it. But those businesses were ran by what? People. They were ran by people who had hopes, people who had dreams, people who put their blood, their sweat, and their tears into creating those behemoths. When they were building those things up, at no point were they like, I am excited for the time. I am excited for the time when we become extinct. Let's go ahead and build this up so that one day we can just tear it all down, right? Not one of them said that. No, they all had hopes and dreams and visions of a future, of a legacy that would be created that would ultimately last forever. Nobody goes into business hoping, well, except for those that sell, that look for exits, right? There's some people that are just build a business so they can turn around and sell it. That's it. But most people are acting on a hope, a dream, a vision of a future state that they're willing to give their life to. And in this particular case, those people that poured into every single one of these companies, their dreams, their visions of the futures, all of that is forever buried in a sea of regret and a sea of what could have been. Forever buried in a sea of the possibilities of what could have happened. Now, why is that? Why is it that all of these people, not just the businesses, why is it that all of these people now have to live in that? And it simply comes down to one reason. There is one reason. It's not complicated. It's really easy. They didn't evolve. Simple. Glenn, what's the number one business strategy? Well, evolve. Make sure your company's always growing. Always getting 1% better. Sticking with the times. Not stuck in where it was. They did not evolve. See, what you have to understand is in the 80s and the 90s, connectivity was on the massive rise, right? Like there was this thing called the internet starting to pick up some traction, and human eyes were being opened to all kinds of possibilities of what the world could look like moving forward and the speed at which we could transact. We started to look at and understand that some of the ways that we were doing things were quite archaic in many ways, and the advancement of technology was upon us, right? A lot of you remember, video games. We started playing lots of video games. Video games were all the craze. Atari came out in the late 1970s, right? As we were going into the 80s, all of that started to come together as far as the whole video game world. The battle between Sega and Nintendo came a little bit later, and then you had PlayStation and Xbox and all these things that we have now, right? But we were exposed to a new way of life. And as technology began to evolve and our ideas of what was normal began to change, these companies and the people within them did not evolve along with it. Like, who remembers My Buddy? Does anybody remember My Buddy? My Buddy, a real pal. Some of you younger people are like, oh my gosh, these old folks, and they're right. And then who remembers when My Buddy became like Chucky? right? They took the My Buddy doll that was all the craze with the red suit and the blue and yellow stripes, and they turned it into a Chucky doll who has a blue suit with the similar stripes on his shirt, right? But they turned it into a Chucky doll, and they scared the living bejesus out of every single one of us, which was crazy. A little Chucky doll running around hurting people, right? It was crazy. And then, to top it all off, came this thing called America Online. America Online came, and with the use of a simple phone line, that same dang phone that was connected to the wall that we used to buy the longest cord we could possibly buy for it so that we could walk around the corner and up the stairs halfway so we could sit on the steps and have a phone conversation. That same exact place that phone was plugged into, we could plug in now this thing, this computer type thing, right? We could plug in this computer in a simple phone line and using a personal PC at our leisure, we could get on the internet, man, and we could get news, right? We could get news and we could get emails, right? They even made a whole movie about it. You've got mail, right? We could get emails, which was crazy. And we could, dude, remember this? Dude, listen, lean in, listen. You could even get your daily horoscope, right? Your daily horoscope would pop up right there in your America Online every single day. It was fascinating. Like, holy smokes. The wisdom and the guidance of the stars exists right here in my phone line. This is amazing, right? It was amazing. Like, it was nuts. This season was absolutely nuts. And as we were evolving as humans, those humans in those companies chose not to evolve with us. After America Online, then it was followed by, like the Googles and the Yahoos and the eBay and this crazy little company called like Amazon, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's a pretty cool company, right? This company called Amazon, they kind of followed suit. And then of course, there was, there came like Netflix and Apple and Microsoft. Like these guys really all started to thrive. They really started to thrive, and the entire future of our planet was completely and utterly altered. And those companies, the Borders, the Pan Ams, the Woolworths, the Toys R Us, the Compaq, the Oldsmobile, the Tower Records, all of those companies, they realized it, but they realized it way too late. They didn't embrace this evolution in the beginning and go all in. They didn't take a chance. And by not evolving, they ultimately ended up extinct. They paid the ultimate price, which is extinction, right? And so I say this to you, and we talk through these things because a history leaves clues. Now, they say success leaves clues, and that's 100% right. But failure leaves a lot of clues too. It leaves a lot of clues too. See, your best life is not a risk-adverse life, friends. Your best life is not risk-adverse. It's not a safe play. Your best life is on the other side of fear. Your best life is on the other side of grit. Your best life is on the other side of bumps and scrapes and bruises. Your best life requires you. It requires you to grow, to step outside of your comfort zone, to reach and stretch, right? To reach and stretch and to take some freaking chances in your life. Your best life, my friend, your best life is in no way, shape, or form risk adverse. Safe, this word safe is for suckers. Y'all remember those? You remember the little safety pops? They had the little rope string and a little candy on the end. You remember the safety pops, right? Safe is for suckers. That's it. And I know that there are some of you that are like, okay, there's these things that I want to do, but my kids, right? Like I have kids and I have these responsibilities that I have to hold to them. Yeah, you do have a responsibility to hold to them. I 100% agree. But using your kids to not take chances and step into your greatest life is an excuse. It is not a truth. Period. Point blank. It is a lie. You can do both. You can be a responsible parent. You can be a responsible adult. You can create an incredible life for your children and take chances and step into your greatness. That is a lie. Some of you are like, but I already came this far. I've already got this much time invested into it. I can't take a new chance. I can't evolve into something new. I'm too old. It's too late. Lie. Lie, 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 lie. You're my friend. And I love you, and you're welcome to come to my house, and we can hang out. I'm not telling you anything over the internet that I wouldn't tell you to your face. That is a lie. It is a bold-faced lie. What you did yesterday has absolutely nothing to do with what you can do tomorrow. Absolutely nothing to do with what you can do tomorrow. You can choose right now. It is an excuse. You are allowing yourself to not evolve by staying attached to what's comfortable. And that's just the fact. Jack, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings this morning, but that's reality. My name is Glenn, and I'm your friend, and I'm here to tell you the truth. Listen, but I've always done it this way, and it's always worked for us in the past. Great. Yep, sure has worked great in the past. Ain't gonna work in the future. Listen, nothing that you're doing now will last forever, period. There is nothing that you're doing now that will last and work, I should say, that will work forever. It's just not how it works. You got to evolve, dude. You have to evolve. Here, listen, I'm going to break this down to you really condensed, really tight right here. You ready? Build a man some shoes, and he will walk and ultimately learn to run. Give a man some skates or a skateboard, and he will run and learn to skate. Give that man a ramp, and he will skate and learn to jump. Teach a man to jump, and one day he'll learn to fly. Teach a man to fly, and the world will never be the same. Fear has a voice, but it doesn't get a vote. Either you choose, or the world will melt around you, and your dreams and your visions will end up in a sea of regret and the possibilities of what could have been. Evolution or extinction. There is no middle. I hope you choose wisely, because see, I know something about you that you might not even know. And what that is that I know that you, my friend, are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Best version. Not an average version, not a little bit above average, not a little bit below, but the absolute best version of yourself you can possibly be. And when you choose to take those risks, when you choose to get those scrapes, to get those bumps, to get those bruises, when you choose to evolve into the best version of you, it makes a massive impact. It makes an impact on your friends, makes an impact on your family members, makes an impact on your coworkers, and you choosing to rise early with me has made an impact in my life, massive impact in my life. And so I'll be the first person to tell you, after I just got done yelling at you, I'll be the first person to tell you, I stinking love you. Like, if nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And with that said, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to continue to evolve. I'm going to keep going. I am going to keep growing. And so if you want to hang with me, then I'm going to need you to keep up. Fair enough? I'm going to need you to keep up. So fear doesn't get a vote. Make the choice. Evolve, evolution, or extinction. It's on you. Fair enough? Fair enough. Wow. All right. Took us on a journey down memory lane there in the 80s. What an amazing episode. I know. You guys probably think I'm so weird when I talk about my own show. But you guys don't understand how this thing gets put together. It would make more sense if you knew how the show came together. It would make more sense. Anyway, side note. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. 872 of them up there as of now. So you're welcome to do that. If you want to hang out with us some more, we're going to be over on Clubhouse hanging out. We'll talk about this some more over there, and we'll hang out over in Clubhouse. We'll be there for another like 5 hours this morning. So you're welcome to join us over there. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the share button. Please make sure you hit the plus sign over on Clubhouse. Share this sucker out over on Instagram. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're listening through YouTube or listening to the podcast, please make sure you subscribe. Drop me a review or a comment there. I'd love to connect with you on that as well. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise. Fair enough? Fair enough. All right. Have a great day. See ya. Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm deep spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'm gonna wake the world is so alarmed. And I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Good morning, don't stop. Good morning, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop. Get it, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop. Good morning, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop. Get it, get it. Hashtag rise and grind.